We welcome you to Joplin, Missouri in this quarterfinal game in the Women's 2015 ACCA Basketball Championship. A look at the bracket as it started the day today. This is the 8 versus 1 matchup. Arlington Baptist coming in 23-5 against the Rhema Lady Eagles coming in at 9-14. Hi everybody, Chris Shima, glad to be with you once again. This is game 4 of 5 here at Ozark Christian here today. Let's meet the starting lineups. First for the Lady Eagles, head coach Carrie Sharp starts this way. At one guard, it's number 12, Alyssa Earl, a sophomore 5'5". At the other guard, it's number 12, Brianna Smith, a sophomore 5'5". And the third guard is number 23, Sarah Robertson, a junior 5'7". Up front for the Lady Eagles, Kualani Blankenship, a sophomore 5'9", and Zoe Banks, number 42, is a freshman 5'11". Now the starters for the 1 seed, Arlington Baptist, the Patriots. Clinton Christie McDaniel leading the helm for that team, and they will start this way. At one guard, number 2, Shanice Hill, a junior 5'1". At the other guard, it's number 5, Morgan Hale, a junior 5'6". The third guard, number 20, Tori Wise, a sophomore 5'4". Up front for the Patriots, number 21, Jade Johnson, a junior 5'8", and number 33, Rosalind Thorpe, a senior 6'5". So that's the starters. Rhema getting to this point, defeating Providence on the opening day by 13, 60-47. The Patriots, the top team in the tournament, as Thorpe taps it back to Hill, as we're underway with the Patriots controlling, moving left to right on your screens and tablets. Patriots 90.9 points per ball game, the top 3 scorers in the ACCA. Here's Shanice Hill, open 3, and she buries it. Shanice Hill connects on her first. And here comes Rhema now, breaking the press. Robertson gets it inside. Banks turnaround shot over Thorpe is no good, but she draws the foul. So first foul of the ball game comes early in this one, and it belongs to Arlington's Rosalind Thorpe. At the line, Zoe Banks, just 40% free throw shooter. Able to get that one to go, though. Second free throw, no good. So the score stays 3-1. Into the front court, Wise, top of the key. Thorpe for 3, no good. Thorpe 6'5", but has that range from downtown. Rosalind. And so Lady Eagles are going to get the basketball back here. Lady Eagles from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. Arlington, you can guess where they're from. Into the forecourt, it's Smith for Rhema. And Smith will set up the offense. Swings it to Robertson. Robertson to the cutter. And that was, Earl had her pocket picked, but a throwaway comes back to Smith, who puts it up and in. So we're tied up at 3 apiece. Shanice Hill into the forecourt. Thorpe, top of the key. Thorpe, back to Hill. Back over to Thorpe, looking underneath. Jade Johnson puts it off the glass and in. She is something special for Arlington. Jade Johnson, 18.4 points per ball game. Her and Thorpe combining for around 36 per game. Here's Banks to the bucket over Thorpe. Gets it to go. So Rhema hanging with the 1 seed here. Now here's an open 3. And you don't want to do that for Tori Wise. She missed it that time, though. And Thorpe collects the offensive rebound. Tori Wise, 32% from behind the arc. Morgan Hale at 36%. Brianna Raphael, who will come off the bench, shoots 42%. Thorpe all alone and buries the jumper, 7-5. Again, trapping pressure, man press by Arlington. Banks hands it off to Smith, who will walk it into the forecourt. Guarded by Hill in the man-to-man. Top of the key, Robertson. To the cutter, Banks. Banks over Thorpe. Banks it off the glass and in. So Rhema going toe-to-toe They're going to have their offensive game on point. A traveling violation on Hale will turn the ball over, and an early sub for the Patriots. It's Hannah McGoy, the junior. So McGoy checking in. Again, man press. Smith with Hill all over her. Smith with a nice move to the elbow. Can't get the jumper. Offensive rebound by Banks, but they call her for a push. So, Patriots with the basketball, all even at 7 apiece. Shanice Hill tosses over in the corner, McGoy. Jade Johnson top of the key. Johnson back to McGoy in the corner. Bounce pass goes to Hale, swings it back out. Hill for 3, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound controlled by Robertson, got tied up, and they call a foul on Arlington. That's going to be 3 team fouls on Arlington, 2 for Rhema here in the early going. Robertson to inbound it. Throws full court, looking for Earl. Goes over the head of Wise. Earl glides in for the easy 2. And the Eagles leading at 9-7. Hill into the forecourt. Hill will hand it off to Wise. Wise takes it to the corner. Back to Hill. Shanice Hill drives into the lane. Bounce passes it out to McGoy for 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound controlled by Blankenship. Outlet to Smith. Smith into the forecourt, draped by Wise. Robertson top of the key, drives in, pass intercepted. Good defense by Morgan Hale. Hale pushes into the lane, kicks it out to Wise, fakes the 3, dumps it underneath Jade Johnson. Counted in the foul. What a play by Jade Johnson. And Johnson will go to the line to try to complete the old school 3-point play. Both of these teams deadlocked at 9 and both with 3 team fouls. Johnson, 61% free throw shooter, completes the old school 3-point play, and Arlington has a 10-9 lead. Robertson into the forecourt. Robertson guarded by McGoy in the man-to-man. Looking for Banks and a reach on Hale. So that's 4 team fouls. Already we've had 7 team fouls, 3.5 minutes into this ball game. Hale's going to sit down. Brooklyn Batiste comes in, the freshman. Arlington looking for that elusive championship. Floater on the baseline, no good. Banks the rebound. Banks the putback. Got it. Zoe Banks came in averaging just 9 per ball game, and she has 6 already. Batiste, Jade Johnson. Johnson just too strong on the offensive end. Rhema into the forecourt. This is Earl. Rhema having no trouble with the pressure. Earl had it stripped, but Wise got a piece of her arm, and that's team foul number 5 on Arlington. Alyssa Earl, 67% free throw shooter, goes to the line. Rhema just 8 wins coming in the tournament, but they've won 5 of their last 6 now at 9-14. They won the ACCA championship in 2005 and 2010. Haven't won against an ACCA opponent this year before that opening round victory over Providence by 13. These 2 teams have met twice already as Rhema ties it up with the free throw. Arlington won 110-47 in early February as Hills called for steps. Arlington also won 90-25 on January 31st. So neither game has been close between these 2 teams, as we're going to get a timeout for Rhema. But right now, the Eagles hanging with the Patriots as we go to a full timeout. 15:48 left to go. We're coming back after this. Well, folks, you can keep memories of the 2015 ACCA Championship with you by purchasing a digital download of any game. Downloads are $5. There's the website. Off of the turnover, it's a steal for the Patriots. Arlington, Shanice Hill, top of the key to Wise. Tori Wise dribbles in, gets it back out to Hill. Hill, 5 points per ball game, scoops it in the lane, had it taken away Robertson. Now Smith, and Smith is fouled. 16 fouls already for Arlington. So Rhema is going to go into the bonus on the next defensive set foul. Earl walks it across the timeline into the forecourt to Smith out near midcourt. Smith facing tough pressure. It's 20 on 20. Smith rises, missed it back of the rim. Put back is good by Banks. And how about the Eagles coming out, leading at 14-12. Wise on the near side. Hill is open. Dribbles in, gets it out to McGoy for three. Yes. Inbound taken away. A high pass. Hill handles it. Hill fell down. And a foul's going to be called on Robertson. That's team foul number 4 on Rhema. So already 10 fouls in the first 5 minutes, 8 seconds of this ball game. Hill to inbound, left of the basket. Hill gets it in to McGoy. McGoy, top of the key. Back over to Hill on the right wing. Wise. Guarded by Blankenship. Over to McGoy. 3-ball no good. Rebound controlled by Banks, who's having an excellent first half so far. Smith, Earl. Blankenship now up top. Smith open for 3. Grazes the rim. That's all. Fight for the rebound. It's grabbed by Wise. Wise into the forecourt. Jade Johnson to the bucket. Johnson, no, but she is fouled. So that's team foul number 5 on Rhema. Both teams headed to the bonus early in this one. Jade Johnson headed back to the line for 2 shots. 1 out of 1 already. Johnson, first free throw, up and in. Second free throw, no good. Rebound controlled by the Eagles. So Rhema trying to navigate the press, able to break it that time as Earl gets in. And that ball, well, it's a blocking foul on Wise. So Wise picks up the foul, and already the Eagles are in the 1-and-1. So at the line, Earl, 67% on the season. Gets the front end of the 1-and-1. And a chance to tie it up here at 16. She does as the second rims in. So 16 all here in the early going. Chris Shima, glad to be with you wherever you're watching from. As always, we appreciate it. Jade Johnson, top of the key. Johnson right of the lane. Back out to Hill for 3. Hill can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, though, by McGoy. So extra possession here. Over left side to McGoy. McGoy dribbles in, gets it out to Hill. Hill swings it out to Wise. Wise open 3, can't get it to go. Rebound deflected. Shanice Hill flies in and wins it back. Jade Johnson on the pass from Batiste, couldn't handle it. It's a steal for Rhema. Robertson from the elbow, yes. And the Eagles continuing to go toe-to-toe, leading it by 2. McGoy, Shanice Hill, over to Wise. Wise catch and shoot 3, in and out. Rebound controlled by Earl, and Earl lost it off of her foot. So Earl lost it off her foot. Arlington gets it back. Hi to Rod, who's watching on Twitter. Don't forget, folks, you can use that hashtag ACCA Hoops You see it there on the scoreboard. The officials getting together just to make sure they got the right call, which they did. Patriots get the basketball. So hi to Rod, who's watching the Lady Patriots, a fan. I remember you from last year, Rod. Welcome back, buddy. Good to see you, or good to chat with you. Here's Shanice Hill on the far side of your screen. Hill being left alone. She'll shoot another one. Can't get it to go. Jade Johnson the putback. And we are tied at 18. Again, the trap. Doubled up, but able to get out of it was Smith. Now Earl into the forecourt, and she stepped out of bounds, evidently. So a turnover gives the ball back to the Patriots. Okay. So Arlington getting it back. Batiste will inbound it. Hill gets a play called. Arlington's gone over 100 points 9 times this season as Hill takes the open shot, can't get it to go. They've gone over 80 points 18 times in 28 games. A lot of firepower. 3 ball by Robertson, no good. Hill, a good rebounding guard as well. She'll look to push. Jade Johnson underneath over 2 defenders. Doesn't matter as Johnson scores 20-18. Good game shaping up here. 8 minutes and change into the ball game. Earl into the forecourt. Robertson, now Smith. Bounce passes it to Robertson. Turnaround shot, yes! And we are tied again at 20. Into the forecourt, McGoy. Wise. Bounce pass to Jade Johnson. Johnson looking to post up Banks and draws the foul. Team foul number 6 on Rhema, so both teams in the bonus. Jade Johnson is shaken up. And looks like she'll be all right, but they want to give her a minute. So Johnson shaken up and trying to walk it off. They need her to be healthy and ready to go. Patriots trying to make this championship run. They also won the NCCA regional, so they're going back to that championship for the 3rd consecutive year. So Jade Johnson at the line for 2. It was the 2nd foul on Banks as well. Johnson, first one up and in. Sub for Rhema coming in is Brooke Neufeld. She is the Canadian junior. So she'll replace Banks, who picked up those 2 fouls. Arcing free throw by Johnson. Goes in and out. Rebound to Rhema. Here's Smith from Earl. Smith gets it back. Open jumper. Missed it long. Jade Johnson with the board. Shanice Hill throws full court. 2-on-1. McGoy puts it off the glass and in. Arlington by 3, 23-20. 11:09 left to go. Earl had her pocket picked. McGoy trying to save it. That's going to go into the backcourt, but they allow it. So they must have said it was deflected by Rhema. Top of the key, McGoy. And what do we got going on here? A whistle underneath. It's going to be a foul on Robertson. And that's team foul number 7, so Jade Johnson will go to the line for the 1-and-1. Got to say hi to Ainsley, too. Ainsley Richardson, the freshman. Played just 7 games, suffered an injury. So she's tweeting at us. Hi to you, Ainsley. Sorry you couldn't make the trip, but glad that you could watch and keep us company here. 2 out of 2 at the line for Jade. She'll come out. Coming on for the first time, Kayla Wheeler, the freshman. That's the difference between the Patriots over this year and the last couple of years. They've got a lot of freshmen and sophomores. Remember 3 years ago, the Patriots were a team of all freshmen. It was Jade Johnson, Shanice Hill, Morgan Hale, Hannah McGoy, and a few others back then. Full court pass. Banks coming back in, catches the pass. Banks in the lane, over 2 defenders, too strong. Shanice Hill, another rebound. Hill into the forecourt. Hill scoops it over. Here's a 3 by McGoy, no good. Skying for the rebound, Batiste. And a foul is called on Rhema. So back at the line, this is going to be, it looks like a free throw shooting contest over the final part of this first half. A lot of fouls here in the early going. 15 already, we're not even halfway through yet. It's been interesting, and it's rare that when you do these tournaments you have this kind of cohesiveness, but I did the Patriots NCCA tournaments the last couple of years, so I saw the Patriots team when it was the team of all freshmen, and it's rare when you get to see teams grow and develop when you do these tournaments, but I've been fortunate enough to watch Arlington grow and develop, and boy, have they. Rhema, though, down by just 6 with the basketball off the second missed free throw. Robertson, Smith, top of the key, and Smith will back it out. Robertson just inside the free throw stripe, a little bit short. Good job by Banks to get the rebound. Back to Robertson, who lays it up and in. Lady Eagles hanging around. Midway through this first half, Shanice Hill, top of the key. Throws it left wing to McGoy. McGoy back to Hill. Hill is being dared to shoot. Wheeler. Now McGoy. Back to Hill. Hill for 3. It's short. And that went off of Smith, who went for the rebound. Hey, here's Kirsten. We've got a Rhema fan watching. Glad to have you back, Kirsten. Hopefully I got your name right. Inbound, back door's open. McGoy puts it up and in. 6-point game again for Arlington. Now a turnover. McGoy answers again. That's another tip and another steal. Out to McGoy for 3. Grazes the rim. No. Put back is good by Wheeler, and Rhema needs a timeout. That's how fast it can happen for the Patriots. 10-point lead just like that. 9:32 left to go. We're coming right back after this. Well, folks, you can use the hashtag ACCA Hoops. Getting near nighttime, so Twitter's starting to pick up. El Presidente has made an appearance. Dr. Moody, president of Arlington, I believe, rooting on the Patriots. Hello, Dr. Moody. Thanks for watching. We've heard from several Arlington fans, as well as Kirsten, who's a Rhema fan. Several turnovers in a row off of the press has helped the Patriots out to a 10-point lead. Rhema able to break the press that time. Smith, bounce pass deflected and taken away. The 4th consecutive steal. This one by Wise. Hill, bounce pass. McGoy puts it off the glass and in. It was a 2-point game not moments ago. Earl into the forecourt. Had it poked away. It's another steal. Wise, Hill now. And Hill will wait for her teammates. Here's Tori Wise open for 3. Can't get it to go. And that will go out of bounds. Boy, look out. Batiste went full on for the rebound, and she's okay. So Tori Wise out on the court with Wheeler, Shanice Hill, Batiste, and also McGoy. That's the 5 for Arlington. Neufeld had trouble with the pass, so Neufeld on the court with Banks, Blankenship, Robertson, and Smith. That's the 5 for Rhema. Into the forecourt now. Tori Wise on the near side. Swings it over to Hill on the left. Batiste being hounded by Smith, gets it to Hill. Hill drives in, at it stripped. It's a steal by Banks. Outlet goes to Neufeld. Neufeld taking it herself and called for the offensive foul. So charging is the call. Ball goes back to the Patriots. 8:25 left to go in the first half. High quickly to Cliff, another Lady Eagles fan, and also Trenton, who's cheering on the Lady Patriots, and Jamie, another Rhema fan. Twitter is blowing up tonight, folks. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. Send us your thoughts about today's game. Use that hashtag ACCA Hoops. McGoy for three. She is fouled. So McGoy's going to go to the line for three, I believe. Anna McGoy is going to take 33% of the free throws that she's taken all year right here. Stat sheet says 3 out of 6 during the season. She's getting 3 right here. Gets the first one to go. That was the third personal, by the way, on Robertson. It's a short bench for the Lady Eagles, so they have to be careful as the second free throw is no good. So McGoy trying to get 2 out of the 3 here. She does. So the lead at 14 now for Arlington. Rhema's been held scoreless for some time now. Smith into the forecourt. It's Earl. Earl doubled up, able to get it to Smith. Looking for Banks. Banks strong to the bucket, and she is fouled by Wheeler, I believe. So 18 fouls on Arlington. 1-and-1 time for Banks. Banks, that is an air ball. And I think they have to inbound it if it doesn't hit the rim. So that's what they're going to do. Patriots will walk it into the forecourt. Wise swings it to Hill. Batiste, pass deflected and taken away by Blankenship. Out on the break, it's Smith. Smith pops the jumper in the lane off the back of the rim. No. Banks got the offensive rebound. Smith will try it from 15. No good. And right now the Eagles are cold. Rebound to McGoy. Here's Wise into the forecourt. Shanice Hill back over to McGoy. McGoy with the fake, dribbles in, out to Hill. Open three. Short on that one. Rebound controlled by Banks for Rhema. Well, the game plan is pretty evident for Rhema. They're going to let Shanice Hill shoot as much as she wants. And an offensive foul now on Banks. So Banks is called for the charge, and that, I believe, is her third. Well, Rhema's going to have to be real careful here. They have just 2 players on the bench. So Shanice Hill across the timeline into the forecourt. Arlington Baptist played Houston Baptist, which is an NCAA D1 program, earlier this season in an exhibition. It doesn't count against the loss record when you play a D1 school in the ACCA. They lost by 30, but folks, they lost 92-62, and when you're a team at this level and you can put up 62 against an NCAA D1 school, it tells you how dangerous Arlington is. That is a good score, believe me, folks. Here is Wise. Floater off the glass, no good. Rebound controlled by Earl. Earl doubled up. Smith able to get the pass before the steal into the forecourt. That jumper by Blankenship, an air ball. Rebound controlled by McGoy and into the forecourt. Batiste unable to get a handle on it. So ball goes back to the Lady Eagles. Rosalind Thorpe checking back into the ball game. Thorpe, a member of that ACCA volleyball championship team for Arlington. They won that back in November. Earl inbound. Again, the relentless pressure that Rhema has to face for this 40 minutes. Earl into the forecourt. And that pass deflected and taken away by Wheeler. Wheeler throws full court. Coming up with it is McGoy, and she'll back it out. Wise move by McGoy. Gets it out to Wise. Fakes the three, dribbles in. Up top to Wheeler. Back over to McGoy. Catch and shoot three. Yes! That's what happens when you play smart basketball. You don't try to force the action. The ball comes back to you, and you get a three-pointer, and your team gets a 17-point lead. Smith into the forecourt. Smith tosses over to Neufeld. Flies into the lane. The Banks counted in the foul. That ends a long scoring drought for Rhema. And Banks will go to the line, try to complete the three-point play. 5:47 left to go here in the first half. This is game number 4 of 5 here at Ozark today. We'll have 5 more tomorrow. Winner of this game plays Ozark. That'll be tomorrow at 5:45 in the semifinal game. The loser of this game will play Providence at 3 p.m. at Missouri Southern. Free throw no good. And the rebound deflected out of bounds. Jade Johnson's come back in, and they say she touched it last. So Eagles get an extra possession here. Inbounding will be Alyssa Earl, the sophomore from Tulsa. Skies it top of the key to Blankenship. Bounce pass Neufeld. Had trouble with it. Miscommunication, I think. She wasn't ready for it, and the ball goes out of bounds. So back to the Patriots, who lead it by 15. Shanice Hill into the forecourt. Hill takes it left of the lane. I mean, they're not even guarding her from 10 feet out. Tori Wise. Jade Johnson. She's got some range. Buries that. It's a two-pointer. Foot was on the line. 17-point lead for the Patriots. Earl throws it to Neufeld. Neufeld to the baseline. Pass deflected. Comes to Banks. Turnaround shot. Got it to go. And Banks is on fire here in this first half. Banks might be in double figures already. Shanice Hill. Jade Johnson. Front court to McGoy. Out to Wheeler. Back to McGoy in the corner. Drives on the baseline, floats it up. No. Jade Johnson, the rebound, put back no. And she is fouled. If that's on Banks, it's her 4th. That is 10 team fouls, and that is 4 on Zoe Banks. First free throw by Johnson, up and in. So Banks is going to have to go out. Smith comes back in. Johnson toes the line, buries the second. Lead back to 17 for Arlington. Into the forecourt. This is Neufeld. Puts it off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound, good hustle by Earl. Neufeld, her pass taken away by Hill. She seems to be everywhere on the court. Splits the defense. Shanice Hill floats it up, can't get it to go. Rebound controlled by Earl. And Shanice Hill from behind again. Jade Johnson takes it right of the lane. Now she'll back it out. Up top, Thorpe for 3. Yes! Thorpe from downtown Arlington by 20, 46-26. Earl into the forecourt, bounce pass to Smith. Smith steps into a 3. Around the world, no. Rebound, tip to Jade Johnson. Hill, McGoy, Thorpe. Boy, Thorpe, I mean, what do you do if you're Rhema there, as Thorpe goes to the bucket, had about a foot on the defender, and a timeout by Rhema. 48-26, 3:37 to go here in this first half. Arlington in control. We'll be back. Welcome back, everybody. Again, you can use the hashtag ACCA Hoops on Twitter. Kirsten doing a little TBT today on Thursday. Kirsten, I don't know if that's you or not in the picture, if you used to play for Rhema or what, but thanks for sharing that. Also, hi to Trenton. Says, number 20 is my girl. There's a couple of different 20s in this game, so not sure which one he's talking about. But speaking of a 20, Smith buries the jumper out of the timeout. Jade Johnson looking to answer right back. Scoops it up, no, but she is fouled. So Park, I believe, will be called on the foul. Late inside the first half, 3:19 left to go. Jade Johnson back at the line. Coming up at the half, stick around. Craig Hall, director of the Joplin Sports Authority, will join us. Jade Johnson rims in the first free throw. Well, Arlington, I mean, you blink, there's 3:19 left to go. They got 49 points. Make it 50. On their way to 100, as I mentioned. They've gone over 100 plus 9 times and over 80 18 times. Into the forecourt, it's Smith. Smith pops the jumper. Off the back of the rim, no from 15. Thorpe with the rebound. Hale dribbles across the timeline into the forecourt, poked from behind, and it's a steal by Earl. So Earl throwing to Neufeld in the forecourt. Neufeld open, right of the lane, can't get it to go. Wise with the rebound. Hale into the forecourt. Hale doubled up, able to scoop it over to Hale. So Hill to Hale to Johnson. Johnson, couple of moves, can't get it to go, but Jade Johnson draws the foul. 2:38 left to go. Jade Johnson making a living at the charity stripe here tonight. So our final game coming up later tonight here at OCC is Dallas and AFLBS, the guys' men's bracket, a quarterfinal. And folks, if things start to get out of control here with Arlington up by 23, what I'm going to do in the second half is we'll keep the video going, but stop play-by-play as Johnson makes it a 24-point game. Still a little too close for me to cut out on you, but with 18 games in 4 days, I'm trying to rest my voice where possible. Hopefully you understand that. But we'll see how it goes. Inbound, Neufeld, fouled from behind. So we have another foul, and we'll jog down to the other end of the court and shoot free throws as both teams are in a double bonus here. Neufeld, 62% free throw shooter. Gets the first one to go. So the Lady Eagles, as I mentioned, they won 4 out of 5 to close the regular season. They've won 5 of their last 6. Banks has played an outstanding first half, but had to leave after picking up 4 fouls. 3 ball by Wise, in and out. Tip for the rebound. Coming up with it is Smith. Smith from Rhema into the forecourt. Smith right of the lane, lays it up and in. Good aggressive play by Smith. 52-31. Here's Hale. Hale on the right wing, takes it baseline. And through that one with some authority and gusto, out of bounds. So Smith will inbound it. Again, the trapping press for the Patriots. Inbound goes to Earl. The press is not quite as intense as it was in the early going of this ball game. If you're just joining us, Rhema went toe for toe. It was 18 all at one point. Patriots able to get about 6 turnovers in a row off of the press. Floater no good by Smith. Johnson with the rebound. Jade Johnson brings it into the forecourt. Johnson strong to the bucket, short on the shot, tips the rebound to herself, kicks it back out to Wise. Underneath, it's Hale all alone. Thorpe found her, and the bucket is good. 54-31. Under 90 seconds to go here in the first half. Smith floats it up. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound tipped out. Batiste gets it to Wise. Underneath Hale. Can't get it to go, but she is fouled. So Morgan Hale will go to the line, 75% free throw shooter, the junior. 19.5 points per ball game. 3 of the top 10 scorers in the ACCA are right here out on the court for Arlington. Thorpe, Johnson, and Hale. So Hale 2 out of 2, 25-point game. Earl cut off at the free throw stripe, out to Smith. As we approach 1 minute to go here in this first half. Smith drives to the bucket, floats it up, puts it in. Into the forecourt, it's Wise on the near side of your screen. Thorpe, top of the key. Underneath Jade Johnson. Puts it up short, tip for the rebound. Thorpe able to grab it. Thorpe to the bucket, no. Johnson, offensive rebound. Jade Johnson goes up, yes. 58-33. Smith will walk it into the forecourt. Shot clock, game clock nearly identical here. Maybe a couple of tenths of a second difference, that's all. Smith is going to back it out. Smith drives right at the lane, puts it up, no. Put back by Park, no. And the first half comes to an end. So the Eagles start with a flurry, going toe-to-toe with Arlington, but Arlington a surge over the second part of that first half, and they lead it by 25. So, folks, we will go without audio for the second half. I know you're going to be sad to miss my voice, but should things get interesting, we'll rejoin, or I'll rejoin the broadcast. We'll keep the video on for you. Right now, let's go to Craig Hall, the director of the Joplin Sports Authority, and that interview, and then we'll come back with the second half video after this.
All right, welcome back to halftime, everybody, with Craig Hall, the director of the Joplin Sports Authority. And Mr. Hall, thank you for giving us a couple of minutes of your time.
Well, Chris, I appreciate the opportunity to come on here and talk with you about what we do, how we do, why we do, and I appreciate your company coming down and providing live stream services for the ACCA tournament.
Well, we're glad to be here, and tell me what you do.
Well, the Joplin Sports Authority, we're a 501c3 not-for-profit sports commission. We're no different than any other sports commission you'll find across the country. There's Kansas City, St. Louis, Springfield. We were actually the third sports commission in the state of Missouri, and our job basically is sports travel and tourism. We bring sporting events to Joplin and the surrounding area. Our job is to fill hotel rooms and create economic impact from sports travel and tourism. And we do about 57 events a year, and we bring in about 11,700 room nights last year, all-time record for us. And, this is just one of 57 events that we do a year.
So tell us a little bit about what makes Joplin special. Well, why should I bring my tournament here?
Honestly, we've got a lot of experience with putting on some quality sporting events. If you look at this calendar year alone, we will be hosting postseason championships for NCAA Division II athletics. We've got in November, we'll have a regional cross-country championship and the Division II men and women's national championships. We'll do NAIA postseason championships. We're hosting a tennis postseason championship in April and a baseball championship in May. And then, of course, we got the NJCAA, the National Junior College Athletic Association. They just wrapped up a region championship last weekend here at Ozark Christian College. And then we've got the ACCA in a postseason championship. And then, of course, the National Christian College Athletic Association. Right. We do their National Women's Division II championship next week here in Joplin. So, we do, show me another community our size that has that kind of clientele and that kind of customer base that we could host championship events for 6 large college organizations.
So let's say I'm coming here. Let's say I'm one of these folks, and maybe I'm at work right now, but I'm coming Saturday for the championships or whatever. Give us a little bit of an info of what you can expect when you come to Joplin. I know downtown's a pretty nice area. I grabbed a burger the last time that I was here. can't remember where it was, but it was good.
But that's
I do
that's the
remember that.
nice thing about Joplin, our surrounding area. Talking about, we're a great sports destination. There's 250 some restaurants here in Joplin. A lot of them are eclectic local places that stuff you can't find in other places. And then
Right.
we've got 26 hotel properties, 2,000 rooms, and then our tourist attractions, the fun things to do on the side. You're going to find a variety of things from indoors, things to do, climate controlled, warm, educational. Does it cost anything? The Wildcat Glades Audubon Center. The Chocolate Factory downtown is quite educational. Of course, we've got a mall just like everybody else has,
Right.
and a couple diversions and places and things like that. The George Washington Carver National Monument, Precious Moments, has a chapel here. So there's a number of things to visit while people are here, and it's not just a wide spot on the road or someplace near two interstates, I-44 and I-49. We're pretty easy to get to thanks to those interstates. And honestly, if it wasn't for those two interstates, we probably wouldn't be as big as we are. But we're a town of 50,000 people, Monday through Friday, overnight.
Right.
However, Monday through Friday from 8 to 5, this town grows to 250,000 people because we're a major metro hub, and there's a lot of bedroom communities like Webb City and Carl Junction.
Sure.
My office is 2 miles from the Kansas state line. You got 3 towns over in Kansas, Galena, Riverton, and Baxter Springs along Route 66 that people live, they eat, shop, work, and play inside of Joplin. And then you're another 13 miles away from Oklahoma where you got towns like Commerce and Wyandotte and Quapaw and Fairland and Afton and those small towns, and a lot of those people, again, same thing. They eat, shop, work, and play. And then, outside of Webb City and Carl Junction, we've got several other small towns like Carthage and Neosho, Jasper, Diamond, Seneca that are around the Joplin metro. And a lot of those people, like I said, they tend to come into Joplin, eat, shop, work, and play.
Yeah, and one of the fun things that I did last year in between tournaments was I got to go on Route 66.
There you go.
And it's something that I've wanted to do ever since I was a little kid.
You're broadcasting along the original Route 66.
Oh, yeah.
It runs right by
Right,
here at
right.
Ozark Christian College. So
And it's very cool. It's a very cool experience to do that.
yeah, and honestly, like I said, this is a town, it's just big enough that when an event like the ACCA National Basketball Championships is here, it's a big deal. It's a big story. A lot of people know that this is going on. The local media, TV, radio, newspaper, they'll come out and cover it. If this event was in a Kansas City, it's just another basketball tournament.
Right.
I mean,
right.
everybody knows Kansas City's a tournament town. They're looking at that NCAA Division I. We got the first round or first and second round play games. You can go from 64 to 16 in Kansas City. Well, yeah, they're known as tournament town, but Joplin, we're doing a pretty good job of hosting tournaments ourselves. As a matter of fact, this is the second of 3 straight college postseason tournaments. Again, Junior College Region 16 championships last week, the ACCA Men's Women's National Tournament this week, and then next week the NCAA. So that's back-to-back college postseason championships in Joplin.
And one of the things that you touched upon, too, that's really interesting about this area, when I first came here, I remember driving around, and I said the first thing I said to myself was, I don't know where the heck I am, because you have the influences of a place like Oklahoma, which is Western. You have the influences of a Kansas City, which is Midwest. You have Arkansas is not far away, and there's lots to do down there. That's southern as it gets.
Right.
So there are so many different influences that converge, it seems like, in this area.
Well, and again, that's why the local media, they call this area the 4-state area, because, again, you can drive through Oklahoma, Missouri, and Kansas within 5 minutes of each other, and then if you drop 20 minutes south on I-49 down through McDonald County, you're in Bella Vista, and once you cross the Arkansas state line between Bella Vista and Fayetteville, you really don't know what community you're in because they all just sort of blend together. Bella Vista, Bentonville, all the way down to, like I said, to Fayetteville. So Northwest Arkansas is a booming area. We feel a little bit of that, but like I said, the bulk of our business here is sports, amateur sporting events. We're not big into pro sports. We treat our student athletes, high school athletes, youth athletes, and college athletes quite well in this town, and the locals, they come out and support it. They'll watch it, and like I said, the local media. And so that's what makes it a big deal. And the ACCA is one of our big events, but I'll tell you what, probably our biggest event that we do, it takes a ton of logistics to put on. We have a baseball tournament that we do in the summertime called Premier Baseball. 64 teams, 205 games over 5 days. We use 12 stadiums in 3 states to put that on. So, and it's amazing because you're talking about 12 gate crews, 12 press box crews, 12 concession stand crews, all the umpires, hospitality, and the planning that goes into. I mean, last year we ran into some bad weather on the first day of that tournament. We were scheduled to play 48 games that first day. We got 47 of the 48 in. So, it helps to have a great staff, and we got some great workers at the Joplin Sports Authority that help make that happen. And, the only thing I can say is anybody who watches this at home, if you got a sporting event and you're looking for a home, we can do it here in Joplin because there's not too much we can't do. We're probably not going to be doing major water sports or maybe some major motor sports, but if it's something else in between, chances are we can host it here.
Right. Well, Craig, listen, thanks a lot for giving us some of your time. If folks at home want to know more about the Sports Authority, tell them where they can go online.
You log on to www.joplinsports.org. That's our website. Just recently got redone. Go by there and see what we do, how we do, why we do. And if nothing else, give us a call at our office, 417-625-1006, and ask for me.
Yeah, and if you need help on Route 66, ask for me because I can help you out with that. All right. Craig Hall, everybody. Craig, thanks again. Folks, we're going to take a break. We will step aside for a short minute, then we'll come back with first half stats and second half play-by-play.